Acera is a school where kids have a personal learning path that uniquely fits their abilities, their needs, and their interests. That's the kind of approach for education we would love to see everywhere. Another key aspect of who we are and what we bring alive is early, deep, authentic exposure to STEM topics and STEM tools, starting when kids are 5, in ways that are really about creative thinking and problem solving. These are the kinds of capacities people need now to be able to go into the world and be effective citizens, innovators, leaders, to solve the problems that we're facing today. Developing core capacities can happen concurrently with development of basic skills and knowledge. An individualized learning plan defines a path for learning that uniquely fits a student's capacities, needs, and interests. An individualized learning plan includes really what they're next ready to learn in reading, in writing, in math, and beyond. Interdisciplinary project-based learning is really powerful because kids get to make things with their hands, and they get to ask hard and engaging questions, and they get to work on projects they're really interested in while they're learning about topics like scale and advocating for a whole community that's going to be built together, and persuasive speaking, and thinking about the needs of others. So all of these different capacities we want to develop in kids, like problem solving and collaboration and systems thinking, happen concurrently with working on something concrete that they're really excited about, bringing their solar city alive in such a way that really respects some of the challenges we have today around energy sources, around scarcity of space, around scarcity of resources. And it builds their ability to advocate for the needs of a whole community. Every day, students get to go to a math class that's the right math class for them based upon what they're ready to learn. Thinking about math in applied, relevant ways, and really focusing on having lots of ways to solve every problem. This is an approach to math with an ability-based math block time slot, which we do inside Acera that we would love to see happen everywhere. Walking around, making, doing, all of these things, this is math class. They're making airplanes, they're figuring things out, they're building things, they're measuring, and it's real. Life sciences education at Acera is all about doing hands-on labs in a real science lab environment that link to the innovations that are happening in the world today. For example, Acera middle school students applied CRISPR to edit genes. We've since translated that curricula and now are putting it into the hands of public school teachers as a new set of units emerge to reinvent high school biology in a way that enables kids to connect what they're learning with things actually happening right now. Tech Hub is all about kids doing respectful disassembly and then figuring out when they take things apart how they can hack them and take pieces of them to build new things. This kind of faculty and understanding of all the different components within electronics and technology creates a fearlessness and a way of thinking that's really creative, that's resourceful, and which can scale far beyond the actual technology relevant to some of the things they're working with right now. And one of the exciting things is that kids can become part of a tech team to learn skills that enter the ecosystem of the school to help people and staff all across the school solve problems that are real. Acera's Innovation Lab is a space where students do projects across engineering and woodshop, STEM, makerspace tools in Arduino and robotics and electronics, as well as architecture and hands-on learning, thinking about being inspired by biology and biophilic design. There are amazing connection points which occur between elementary teachers and a specialist in the Innovation Hub so that things can become concrete and related to a real theme.
One example is Newton's laws of motion being a theme for an elementary classroom one year. Students actually built scooters in the wood shop, so they learned how to use all these tools safely and appropriately. And then they could use the scooters to demonstrate and bring alive Newton's laws. Passion projects enable kids to develop an idea and make something, research something, create something built around a passion they have. It might be they host a town hall on climate change. It might be they design an office building that shows how buildings of the future could fit in better with the earth and be more biophilic and respectful. It might be that they create a woodshop-based program with sensors and devices that sort gumballs by color in tracks. Passion projects are a way for kids to really get excited about something, find a mentor who can help them learn the thing they want to learn about, and make something they feel proud of. This really fosters a sense of purpose in what they're doing that motivates them to want to improve in areas of weakness because they want to bring alive something they care about. We believe that school cultures should be defined based upon values that are shared between adults and kids, that authentic relationships exist, and we're focusing on developing kids' abilities to make good decisions based upon values and based upon awareness of how what they do affects other people. Developing these perspective-taking skills is core to help them be adults who do good work in the world. And this compels kids to think about what they're doing and why they're doing it, and to end up making good choices even when no adults are there. That kind of authentic community really fosters incredible citizenship and confidence and sets a runway for kids to be real contributors and citizens of the world.